earth to block off or make a hideaway.
Mm-hmm.
And all I'm getting is a no, we're just gonna have to fight this out.
I never
Like,
said
what?
no, I'm saying it's probably not viable as the entire dungeon knows we're here and probably won't give us time.
The entire dungeon knows we're in it. If they don't have echolocation, they know where the noise possibly came from. If they run into a dead end that looks like crumbled earth, they might think, oh, there was a cave-in here.
The denizens of the dungeon probably know a roar from a cave-in.
No, they just might. Yes, they might know that, but they might not. They might think that roar was something getting killed by the cave-in. If we can keep Sigrun fucking quiet.
You know, I'm having a great day. If anyone was curious.
You know, the ghosts did say that mold earth could be used on these golems, but I don't know if I could trust these ghosts anyways.
They seem to want them dead.
True, but tomfoolery is afoot.
The ghost stole my greatest ability from me, so...
They did indeed do that. Can confirm.
And then most of the other abilities Sigrun stole by punching me in the face until I passed out.
I mean, in all fairness, that was for the best for you. You didn't want to...
Yeah.
I just wish Chasten didn't just sit there and watch me shoot myself. But it is what it is.
I mean, I found it quite entertaining.
For me, it was both entertaining and infuriating.
Oh, God. This is going to be great.
Though I've schemed if I need to make another character for either campaign, what I'm going to do if I can get it cleared.
Send it to me whenever you want.
Now let's get both sheets pulled up.
Yeah, I get a bull. I can make a character really quickly, but if mine dies this session, I know I won't be bringing one right back in.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got some ideas I guess I can toy with.
You motherfucker. Not you.
It's time.
Not you, Cameron. Fucking Robert messaged me something. I have an idea for that. I'll work with you later.
Nice.
Let's hope I don't forget anything that Mion can do, because I'm going over the sheet, but
You know, it's funny.
my dumbass will forget something.
If Chasten didn't even give me a chance to offer him like a side quest thing like I usually do now for players that aren't going to be
That's
there.
what I told him to do, too, and he's like, no.
He said he didn't want to take a side quest because he'd be taking away a full health character from the party.
Yeah, but you guys are gaining you're gaining Temidar, who is another full health character who arguably does more damage.
Yeah,
And
that's
who
what Chasten
arguably has
told
more
me.
health.
Mm-hmm. He definitely
Chasten's-
has more health.
That is simply, I'm just
No, I
relaying what
feel that.
Chasten told me.
I'm surprised, yeah, he never messaged me anything. I was like, okay, alright. Because if he had just told me, hey, yeah, I'm going to be gone, he could have also asked me to run his character, since I, worked with him. So, but... Yeah.
I definitely would have rather that, but I've been given responsibility.
You've been volunteered.
Yeah, of course I cannot do any changes to his sheet, so I'd have to rely on you, DM, to whether tick down health, do spell slots and that stuff.
Yeah, I can do that.
Meanwhile, to me, his sheet is still private, which I find hilarious.
You can just
Oh, there it is,
view.
finally.
Yeah, you can view. But yeah, he's right. I'm the only person who can click off spell slots and stuff.
Yeah, I technically have 3 more health, and with Mion's current health being at 56, I have 10 more health than Mion.
Yeah.
And? Like, another
Sigrun
fighter's
has
not
more
that
health,
bad.
Has a decent amount of health. Well, had a decent amount of health.
Mm-hmm.
Who did?
Sigrun.
You.
Because
You're
if I remember
halfway.
correctly from last session, there was 3 golems heading our way.
I had
Oh, I do have
less,
stunning
and
strike,
then
yes.
I leveled.
Guys,
So
I can stun lock things. This is great.
I love that. The thing monks get where they could stun punch. Amazing.
If it
but
would that work on a lightning
listen,
golem?
If I grapple one, then he can punch as many times as he wants. Oh yeah, Karen, you missed yesterday. Sigru was able to grapple wyverns, adult wyverns, without issue.
Well, it'll be an interesting night.
Also, Cameron did watch the recording back, so...
I had it going in the background while I was listening so I could hear what was going on. So, I was
I
listening
still
to
can't
things.
believe that...
I don't have a perfect recollection of what happened, but I have a rough one. Because
It
dealing
makes
with child
perfect
as well.
sense that Sigrun would be dumb enough to yell and alert monsters, but I still love the fact that Hawkins, of all people, kickstarted this.
Which, by the way, if you try and scream this time around, you're gonna get something shoved into your mouth.
Good luck
I
reaching
think
it.
you could.
I'm tall.
Yeah, I was about to say, good luck
I will
reaching.
jump to your mouth, and guess what?
Yikes.
Regular jumping speed is 10. Regular jumping height is 10 feet. Don't test me.
Are your arms 6 feet in length?
I am 6
as
foot
well?
tall.
I just want to
It
say
is
good luck.
within my
Good luck
power.
not getting hit.
Also,
in
isn't
bad
it like
way.
a running long jump is the 10 feet and standing's like way less than that? Or am I misremembering for D&D?
There is a difference between running jump and standing jumps.
Yeah, standing jump's only like 3, I think, max, usually. Unless you get something special. But then like running.
Okay, so I can only jump, 7 feet in the air.
But if you get a running start, you could just like jump at Sigru and she'll probably think you're going in for a weird hug. Oh, he's
I'm sorry, 7 feet is still high enough for me to stretch out an arm and to outstretch an arm over my head and stuff a freaking something in your mouth to get you to shut up.
What do you have big enough that she wouldn't just eat or spit out?
An
Given her
entire glass
size.
vial.
Joke's on you, Crunch.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll just stuff my bedroll in your mouth. There we go.
I have great news.
Yikes.
Because Temidar wasn't there last week, he is not immune to possession currently.
Well, aren't the ghosts
Oh,
on our
boy.
side, though?
Oh, yeah.
No, they more or less agreed to leave you
No.
guys alone.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
Cook isn't trusting, thinks that something's fishy.
Something's
Well, there might
always
be
I'm not just
fishy.
gonna greet the ghost
more
like, hey there.
ghosts. Could definitely be more ghosts down in the dungeon, but at least this
Could be.
group's chill. Can we make the ghosts fight each other? Like, if we come across
No.
more ghosts, can they possess each other?
No,
I
the
don't know
ghost
if-
cannot
I don't-
possess other ghosts.
Damn.
Yeah, because
Can
they don't
possess
actually have
the
physical
golems?
bodies.
No. Well, let me see
I
if
mean,
that's
I
actually
don't know.
possible.
I don't
Who
know if
has-
ghosts can
Well,
who
only
has
question is, do
high
they like us
persuasion?
enough to do it?
Who has high persuasion?
I don't know if ghosts are capable
Isn't
of.
me
the
as the
highest-
highest
Maya.
charisma?
The
Maya.
highest raw charisma is Neon.
To answer your question, no, they cannot. Possession can only be done of humanoids,
Damn.
which is an
Yeah.
actual class of monster.
Well,
Yeah,
if we come
I would
across
think
more
it'd have
drow
to be
people,
organic at least.
This is gonna be a fun fight today.
God, I'm gonna cry.
You guys can always choose. You don't want not to have the session today and hold off till next week. I'm always 100% okay with that.
I
I'll
mean,
leave that up to the group. I don't care
Same.
one way or another.
I think we could do it, but I also understand if people are nervous and we want to wait. I will say I did some like practice rolls earlier today for fun at a different server, and I was rolling bad on average, so I don't know if that's a sign.
Well, don't forget, you can also get the Beyond app now, which you can then roll on D&D Beyond with.
True.
True. I usually do physical dice for Royce's campaign because it's the one I can use my physical dice for. And I like them to feel useful.
That's fair. Nope, I always leave it to the part if that's the choice. I mean, that's on you. The only thing I will warn is that remember, just because you skip one weekend doesn't mean next weekend's going to be any better. And eventually you have to fight the fight.
And
So,
win the war. Or lose it.
Fuck it, I'm ready to die now. Just kidding.
Don't jinx it, man. You've had bad luck.
Robert, your
My,
goal of this campaign should be just not to kill yourself in the
Maya,
fight.
Royce said he'd work with me on my character concept.
I did.
Ooh, the one you told me about?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Now, DM, I know you definitely know Neon's character
I
much more
know.
than I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would you take over Neon's character, or am I just going to
Nope.
be the one to suffer?
You're the
No,
one.
okay.
because
Chastin said
Chastin-
you. I will
Unless you rejected earlier.
not. Nope, wouldn't matter. If
As the once very corrupt man said, do it.
Do it.
I did not say that. All right, listen.
No.
Alright, Emperor Palpatine.
No, I do the voice. I'm
The
Emperor
fact that you
Palpatine.
automatically thought it meant you.
No, yeah, as far as it goes, if another player says that you're doing it and you agree, then that is on you from then on. I do not step in. Chaston did not come to me, he did not ask of me anything, so you're the one who has to suffer with the character sheet. You volunteered, you need to keep to it.
If you need help, you can always ask us.
I mean,
for, like,
I'll ask
mechanic
questions because I've never played a rogue before, so I might
did
have
give
questions.
you got a whole day to bother and look into that, so ain't on me.
I'm looking. I am looking into it now.
The main thing is remembering you can like
1
do the
minute per
bonus
game.
action stuff, so like dash, hide, disengage,
Yeah.
and like, a few other ones. I don't remember what higher level rogue stuff they get, but I know low level.
I want you to know, if you
Well,
do
Arcane
die,
Trickster.
Also, sneak
Chaston's gonna be
attack.
so mad.
Sneak attack, you neither have advantage, which hiding can do, or you need an ally within 5 feet of the enemy engaged with it. So if Sigrun's within 5 feet of an enemy, you get sneak attack, even if you don't have advantage. That's the big thing to remember.
I see the sneak attack thing. I'm reading it.
Yeah, so just
But
remember...
if we all die, I don't think he's going to be as mad.
Sure.
Just
Oh
saying.
yes, he will, because he has money riding on this.
Well, he's drinking today at Disney, so... For those wondering, just as a quick mention before session starts, yes, Chaston will not be joining us. Cook is going to be running Neon. Chaston is off with some family, having a good time as a last-minute plan. So Cook volunteered to take over Neon, and unfortunately, he is now learning how to run the character. But good news, it's time to start. So regardless of whether he's had a chance to look, or read, or do anything, I do not care. As a DM, we are starting.
Volunteered by force.
You could have turned him down, and that's on you. Alright, so, last time we left off, the party had managed to go through and running into a small inconvenience. The 2 new members of Hawken and Lucius both managed to join up with the party after a little finagling of some rope and an elevator. Unfortunately for Hawken's curiosity, having not explored much of the outside world, after arriving in the tomb of the Spidian Queen, the supposed drow god, and home to the legendary Tree of Immortality, in this world, famously known for having guaranteed Venzorwin his immortality. The very curious Hawken spent his time. Grumpy wants you guys to know that he'll be back in about 40 minutes and not to die before then. He wants a chance to watch the session. Figured I'd let you know now. But after Hawken got very curious about a cracked, slightly open door that Meon in a previous session had looked through before Hawken had joined the party. And as he opened the door further, failing to realize the threat that was coming, a deep dragon and 2 wyverns began their assault on the party. Upon doing so, Lucius tried to find the rest of the party, or find other people to assist, and Hawken did his best to hold off a deep dragon that was mainly stuck in the doorway because it was a little too chunky. Unfortunately, though the party managed to hold off the 2 wyverns and a deep dragon, they also came across a revenant and a minotaur after Lucius was accidentally seen by one of the creatures and heard by one of the creatures. The 2 would come from behind, and though pose a somewhat threat, Sigrun and Lucius managed to hold the 2 off and knock them down, while the Revenant seemed to be hyper-focused over on Neon. Upon the completion of the fight, the party took a moment to breathe as Hawken, hearing a weird slapping meat sound, decided to kind of crawl himself into the main room where the dragon and the 2 wyvern were. And after doing a really well with Pass Without Trace spell, he did not realize that ghosts could see, unfortunately, through stealth checks. And upon seeing a ghoul, he offered to kill the ghoul, assuming that it was a problem for the ghosts. Not realizing the importance of this ghoul to these 3 ghosts, these 3 drow female ghost women. Upon threatening to and loading his crossbow, the ghosts immediately attacked, possessing Hawken and Lucius, failing to possess Mion, and thankfully not noticing Sigrun. The party had a nice little infighting with Sigrun knocking unconscious the Lucius, and Hawken basically sitting there shooting himself and almost confirming himself a few times as poor Mion continued to hold the ghost off, trying to kill one of them to avoid it attacking Sigrun. Temidar, meanwhile, was off on a side quest as Cameron was out last week, unfortunately, due to Mother's Day, which is fully understandable, and went off on a little side quest of his own, finding a crack in the wall that he would shimmy himself into. And upon finding an old, dusty, what looks to be almost like an office space, with a very beautiful stone table, a very uncomfortable-looking stone chair, he came across 2 items of note. A vial that he identified almost immediately, and is up to him if he wishes to tell the party about, and a necklace of sorts, to which he was, in a sense, subconsciously visited by some sort of strange, effeminate voice that would give him orders to take the necklace to another. As Temidar finally heard the commotion, it took him a little bit of getting back through the hole as it had started to crumble due to the Revenant and Minotaurs smashing of their weapons against the floor, and much of the roaring from our proud barbarian Sigrun, which caused the entire tomb to shake slightly. And after Temidar finally managed to make it back through, we come back to the party having just finished off the fight with Hawken and Mion standing. Oh, actually, just Hawken, because Mion slinked back into the other room. Hawken recovering from his injuries and 2 bolts in his stomach in the main room where the dragon was, and seeing down the corridor a slight purplish light getting brighter and brighter as it's coming closer, while Sigrun and Lucius stand in one of the further back hallways, seeing Temidar as he comes out of the hole. Temidar, you come out and you just see a man, a pretty tall, humanoid, Nordic-looking man. Lucius, if you'd like to give Temidar the description of your character, since he wasn't here for that.
So yeah, you just see a very tall, about 6'5", 258 pounds, just massing Hulk, standing there. He's got pretty much like this peppered gray hair, but there's a dark black streak running off to the left side and back to his back of his head, and then a big thick gray beard that comes down with that same streak.
Okay. Yes, so as you come out and see these people, you can definitely tell the Nord is pretty beaten and bruised. He doesn't look too healthy. Sigrun definitely has a good couple of cuts and bite marks here and there. You can see the 2 wyvern corpses laying on the ground behind Sigrun. Sigrun also has one of the paws of one of the wyverns now tied to her belt. You can definitely tell it was Sigrun who cut it, as you can see the butchery on the poor wyvern. And how brutal it looked, as more of a tearing action rather than cutting. And
I leave for 5 fucking minutes.
Yes, and you do hear the movement. You can hear static coming from in the distance as Mion comes around the corner. You also still hear the rattling of bones and other like creatures further in the dungeon.
Temidar's immediately going to look at me and be like, "Can you block the way for a bit so you all can rest? Because it looks like you got the shit kicked out of you, Mum."
And Hawken, are you going to come around?
I'm right. Yes, I sure am. I got to heal.
As you watch Temidar, as you say this, as you see Mion walking, Mion looks pretty healthy overall. But as you watch coming up behind her, there's a human. And Hawken, why don't you also describe your character, as Temidar wasn't here to see you?
Yep. Well, before the current circumstance, Hawken is a 6-foot tall Nord, 200 pounds. Kind of, when you think of like a Nord, think of the best way I can describe how he looks is essentially like the Skyrim base Nord.
Basic
just with
Shire
a,
norm. Got it.
yeah, but with a beard. That's pretty much it.
Which beard setting is it? The very first
I'm
one?
not going to describe it because I didn't even have a beard in thought. If you want it, look at his character.
Okay. And as you watch as this Nordic gentleman with a very fancy crossbow comes around the corner, you can see two bolts sticking out of his stomach, blood coming profusely both from his mouth and the entry wounds. You also finally notice there are three almost transparent drow women just kind of standing around the party, watching them with interest.
I immediately give the drow woman a bow, a very courteous bow.
Okay.
And then look at Mion again and be like, it sounds like there's something coming. You may want to block the door. I'm pretty sure Sigrun's roar just alerted every damn thing in the area.
Okay, Mion will close up the doorway with Mold Earth.
Okay. So as Mion begins casting the spell, it's going to take a little bit as Mold Earth only moves so much earth at a time.
5 square feet.
Thank you.
Every
Yes,
6 seconds.
I can read the spell. Yes, so as you watch as Mion tries to set the very broken and smashed door where the Deep Dragon had kind of rubbed against and gotten stuck on up into the wall, you can see it as just faintly a purple light kind of starts to show through the little bars that act as a as a little peephole, and then you see as Mion starts casting the magic as the stone starts to lift up off the ground and meld into the door, holding it more and more sturdy, until eventually it's covered by about a good 3 or 4 feet of thick earth and stone. As you look around, you can definitely see where the wyverns earlier had been smashing into the two separate walls. And as you're kind of looking around, at this point you have the entrance the other hallway that Temidar is walking down, that Sigrun and Lucius are standing in. That is a wide open door. Wide open area. There is no doorway. It is just an open hallway that goes off to the further into the dungeon, and you can still hear more noises coming from down there as well.
Okay, speaking as Hawken, well, now we've got a moment of peace. I think it's time we actually formally introduce ourselves.
That might be nice, seeing as it seems like you endangered my mother. My name's Temidar. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you, Temidar. Friends call me Firecrest.
Huh, then this is yours. And out of Temidar's sad back coin purse, more or less, he pulls a necklace and tosses it to you.
Curious.
Immediately you feel a strange warmth from this very this necklace. Fuck me. Fucking water went down the wrong goddamn pipe this morning. I have been don't worry, I'm not stoned this time. Yes, so the strange amulet seems to have 3 small crystal shards on it, and each of them are kind of almost like a pitch black and very dull. They don't seem to gleam at all, even in the strange light. And you feel a warmth while you're handling it, Hawken, like almost as if you were holding one of those little heating packs for your hands that you just kind of rub really fast. It seems to start to warm up your hands as you're holding it.
Now, if I am correct, in my backstory, I did see this amulet in my dreams as a child.
Yes.
It's familiar. Kind of like a deja vu.
Well, good for you. Glad you found something that belongs to you down here. Anyways, the wonderful woman that you were walking in front of is Mion, my mother. And the board can introduce yourself, can't you, Sigrun?
I've already introduced myself to them. You are late to the party.
Well, I got to explore a nice little crevice in the wall that nearly collapsed because you're yelling.
Due to all you having a passive perception high enough, you also can hear these sounds of wailing coming off in the distance, and the ghosts immediately disappear into the walls.
Curious.
I
I think something's coming.
Oh, shit. Is it coming down the pathway that I came from, basically?
You don't see anything. You just heard the wail coming from deeper in the dungeon.
I'll
I
also give
would-
a nice. I'll look at the ghost later to see if they have any reaction to it. Like it seems familiar to them.
The ghosts?
Yeah.
Like I said, they just disappeared through into the walls. What was that? What was up, Sigrun?
I would add a question for you regarding like the earth elemental I can summon from my axe.
Yes.
It works exactly as the spell states, correct?
Correct.
Then I think Sigrun, during this moment of pause, would like to spend that minute doing what she hasn't done before to focus on that casting. I know it's a minute casting time,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know how that looks. Assume she's got kind of that innate knowledge like she did with the teleport, and she's just going to do that for a moment.
Okay. Let me ask. How you say she's gonna concentrate on the axe? What do you mean by concentrate on the axe?
Well, I know it was long ago. I believe it was Shogun who told Sigrun of its abilities when she first gained it. And when she focused on teleporting, she would focus on the axe, envision the teleporting, and would kind of will it. Kind of just like a very simple instruction. So I think what she would do is she would, like, not sit, but, like, tap the large axe, like, into the ground, into the earth they're in, and focus on it, like, on the feeling of the axe, the power in it, how she wields it, how she kills in it, like, kills with it in battle, and then would just think, like, appear, like summon earth elemental. Like, it's a very simple thought, and she's just kind of putting her will into it.
Okay. So as you do so, you can refresh your character sheet. They've been added to your character sheet.
Thank you.
As you begin to focus on the axe, as you begin to concentrate, the axe starts to give a slight glow to the rest of the party as you look on, and suddenly a 6 foot tall, about 2.5 to 3 feet wide, Scrofe suddenly appears in front of you, made purely of dirt and stone from the ground, and seems to almost look identical to Sigrun, except they are obviously made of stone, dirt, and rock.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I think she would in giant, because that's kind of her more native tongue. She'd look to the earth elemental, kind of a bit proudly, and be like, I'm glad they come in an attractive form. My friend, I need your assistance. There's danger in this dungeon, and my party needs a bit of your help.
Okay. The earth go ahead and roll a charisma check.
Oh, okay. Just
Hey,
a
DM?
straight charisma.
Yes. What's up?
May I cast Cure Wounds on myself as I am
Yeah, that's fine.
unhealthy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
If you guys
If I
are
see him
cast,
starting to cast that spell, I'm gonna stop him and just hand him and just shove a healing potion in his hands.
Oh, okay. That works.
what level of healing
what-
potion?
I'm gonna hand him 2 regular potions of healing.
Okay, so what level? Because there's regular is not a
Common.
level. Do you have?
That's common. The very first 2d4 plus 2.
Potion of healing.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay. And 11.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So yes, yes, you have the potions of healing. I forgot about that. Okay. So you have 4 left, or you have 4 listed. So make sure to take 2 off.
I just took 2 off when I said I was gonna do it. I'm not gonna. When I say I'm doing something, I'll work my sheet up.
But as far as it goes, yeah. So as you speak to it, Sigrun, the earth elemental does not seem to speak back and just kind of stares at you.
I'm going to assume you understand. I don't know how long you last. Should I name you? Guys, she's speaking in common now as she looks at the others. I think we need to name it. It's not giving me a name.
Rocky.
Does this please you? She's looking at the earth elemental.
The earth elemental does not change its expression.
Maybe you have to just give it a command or something. I don't know.
Nod yes if Rocky pleases you.
It continues to stare at you with no change.
I don't think it
I'm
understands you.
Oh.
I don't think it matters to it what it's called. I think it's here just to help because you summoned it.
Well, I'd like to have some manners, Temidar. I mean, he's a guest. Just like gestures to the. Is it a how tall are Earth elementals? Is
This
it like
one is 6
my
foot.
size? Okay, so it's like smaller than it's smaller than I am.
Yeah, it's about 6
Just
foot
like
tall, 2.5 to 3 feet wide.
okay, yeah. Anyway, I gave us extra help. I don't think I'll be able to summon the other one I have while I'm, you know how I get in battle. So, let's go clear the dungeon quick. I don't know how long he lasts.
Well,
Sounds good to me.
all right.
We in there long enough for a short rest, or
This is about 5 minutes of talking. The party has been healing up by potions, so if you.
Oh.
Yep.
I can
yeah.
offer you two as well if you need them. You haven't really introduced yourself yet, but
my name's Lucius. I'm kind of a world traveler, just seeking knowledge.
it's
Things
a
like
pleasure
that.
to meet you, Lucas.
And I'll stick
Lucius.
my hand out to shake it, and the first thing you notice is like very thick, dark hair running up his arms, and it almost looks like there's crusted blood underneath his fingertips.
Temar will shake your hand. Temar's about 6'10", so he's just a little taller than you. And then he'll hand you two of the basic healing potions. Very common healing potions.
So it's another 2d4 plus.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
That's per each, so
Yeah.
you can heal up if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't figure we'd have time for a short rest, otherwise I definitely would have summoned the Earth Elemental.
I'm also still going to cast a Cure Wounds, because
Okay.
health is still low.
Okay. As you begin, as all of you hear, now most of you are accustomed to hearing. Cure Wounds is typically a spell that's spoken in Celestial. Very commonly, it is a divine spell, and it's although even if the caster doesn't know Celestial, the chants are pretty easy to catch and understand. As Hawken begins to cast, none of you recognize the language.
So it's not even primordial.
No. I can confirm. I looked over each character sheet. None of you understand the language.
All right. I am going. I think we're ready to fight. Like, we're good to go.
Okay.
Everybody ready?
Got as ready as I can be.
I'm going to have. Is it possible to have myself and Mion maybe go into some dark corners of the rooms and try to stealth? Having Mion.
The entire room is pretty much dark. I mean, other than a dim light from some of the crystals that are in the walls, you guys can pretty much disappear pretty easily.
Good.
I mean, you have dark vision, but Lucius still can't see shit.
Yeah. I will
Lucius,
have
I'll stay
Mion...
close to you so that since it doesn't seem like your eyes are adjusting to this darkness.
No, I can't really see anything.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright,
You stay close to me or
Hawken,
Sigrun.
roll me stealth. I will roll me on stealth, don't worry.
Is it okay if I also have Mion activate the Cloak of Elvenkind, kind of putting the hood over? Because I know that has effect on it.
Yeah, that's fine, actually. Advantage on stealth checks, yep, okay.
Oh, well, that was going to be an 18, but it is not anymore. That's
23
Boy.
works, okay.
That's an 11, so I assume it's not going to work.
I mean, you don't know. You don't know what their passive perception is.
Fair. Nonetheless, I am going to be sitting in a corner in the dark.
Okay. So yes, as you two go into kind of push back into the original corners that you were in when you entered into this dungeon, as you're back in that room, just beyond the elevators, you two disappear. Anybody with a passive perception higher than 11 would be able to see Hawken.
Yeah.
Minus
So
Lucius, who cannot see currently at all. Well, can see only up to 15 feet because of dim light. But yeah, for the rest of you who have dark vision, if you have a higher passive perception, you can clearly see Hawken in the corner.
I'm gonna just ignore him, let him think he's hidden.
Okay.
Don't worry. Unless I get spotted, I probably won't be rolling stealth.
Sigrun will, as everyone's getting prepped to go, she's gonna look to the Earth Elemental, and just again speaking Giant, because what she's comfortable with, is gonna tell it, follow me, defend the others. I give you more commands later.
Say that command again?
She basically told it to follow her and defend the others, and I'll give you more commands as they come.
Okay. It begins to... It just kind of stands there and waits.
Yeah,
Continuing
I'll
to
begin
stare.
walking towards the entrance to further into there and wait for the others.
Okay. So as you begin walking over back into that main room, the Earth Elemental follows right behind. Lucius, what about yourself?
Do you say there was a little opening where
There-
the door was blocked off?
So the door itself is now completely blocked off by about 3
Okay.
feet of solid rock, stone, and ground. But there is behind you, going back down that hallway you had originally first gone down to go catch Sigrun and Mion. That entire area was fully open. There was no doorway. There was nothing to block it, and that was the same place that the Revenant and the Minotaur came from.
Gotcha. Can I sense if there's anything that way?
What do you mean by sense?
Like, smell or hear if anything might be coming?
Yeah, give me a perception check. You can, if you're doing smell specifically, you can do your thing. If you're doing sight-wise, you'll be at disadvantage, and hearing will be...
It would either be smell or hearing here, I think.
Okay.
But I'll go with smell.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Oops. 15. You said you're doing smell?
Yeah.
You smell musty. You smell more corpses and other dirty things. And I'm just checking something. Let me see if this is correct. Okay, yeah. So you only smell the scent. You can definitely smell death coming from further on. So there's probably some sort of creature that is undead, or there are dead bodies further in. Otherwise, yeah, you get nothing else from it.
Okay. There's dead farther in, but I don't know what kind.
Oh,
All right.
Sigrun, looks like your glowing axe will come in handy.
But we got some problems to deal with first.
As you say
Ergo.
that, you hear the slam on the door as the rock starts to shake a little bit.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
What do you mean, let's go?
The mold earth is still blocking the door as you look on. You can still, where Mion is standing, because Hawken is backed into the same corner where that originally he had been when the wyvern kept smashing against the wall. But Mion, Sigrun, Lucius, and Temidar, as you can see down that hallway, that is the only other path now that the door has been blocked. You can either head around there, or you can unmold earth this wall if you want to go into the fight with the lightning golem, or what you assume is the lightning golems, or you can always return back the way you came and try and go back up the elevator.
Well, we have this hallway over here that doesn't seem to have been explored yet.
Well, would you rather than break down the wall and then come at our backs later in the middle of another fight, or would you rather fight them now?
I'd say we'd get rid of them as soon as possible. We're clearing this dungeon, aren't we?
Fair enough. Let's get into positions then.
Yeah,
Sigrun, I think you and the Earth Elemental flank the door.
Oh, of course. Come, friend. And she's gonna, saunter up to the door with her axe ready, and go to stand guard in front of it.
Okay. Give me a minute to pull up something.
Can I
Yes.
step off to the side of the door
Mm-hmm.
and drink my potion of fire breath?
Yep. Go ahead. As you down it, it definitely gives off a very strong cinnamon taste. It burns on the way down, but you're able to down it. As the door slams again, another massive impact as the ground is starting, or the ground pushed up against the door, starting to shake and crumble apart.
Okay, I guess I could have me on mold earth the rest of it away, or do we want more time?
A few more moments would actually be smarter because Temidar is going to also take up a slight position. sort of angled towards the door, and I'm gonna be holding a rusted dragon.
Okay.
Where is Mion in comparison?
To your left, 5 feet in the back, pushed up against the same wall you're up against,
Let me.
right next to the entrance.
How far can Mion throw those daggers from the bracer?
From the bracer, it would be up to 20 feet.
How far is Mion from the door that the golems are smashing?
15 feet.
Okay, then we're good. That's all I was worried about.
Are we able to do, like, prepare held actions? Because if so, I'd like to.
I mean, if you want to do that until they break down the door.
Yeah, I was just gonna have Sigrun prep to, like, attack if they break through the door, but I don't know if that just would be saved for once initiative's rolled.
That's you can hold that action. You can do that as basically a triggering action. Yep.
Yep,
Okay.
I'll do that.
All right. So as you lot prepare yourself, getting ready, you hear the door slam again, and the dirt kind of shakes again, and then everything goes quiet. Nothing seems to happen. 5 minutes go by. Nothing happens. No more noise. What do you guys want to do?
I guess.
I'll look to Mion and whisper to drop the stones.
All right. I'll have Mion do the mold earth to take away the stone wall door.
All right.
I'll have my action held.
As you do, you can. There's no purple light. There's no light at all. The door falls over almost immediately, and you can see the burn marks on the other side of it as it falls in towards Sigrun. Just barely moosing, and as it lands on the ground, a bunch of dust kind of picks up out of the air from the loose dirt and kind of causes a little bit of a cloudier vision for everyone. Lucius, you're at disadvantage for smell checks for one round.
All right. So, what's the game plan now? Do we move forward and try to go after them, or block it up once more and go another direction?
Can I perception check to see if it's evident they're even still in there? Or if...
Are you looking into the room?
Yeah, well, I assume she's in front of the door, so once it falls and the dust kind of clears a bit, she would be peering into it.
No, you're basically staring at another wall on the other side. It's got a slight angle. Basically, it's got an L shape, so you can see this door. In front of it is a wall, and it turns off to the right into the big open space.
I try to see if
That's
I
what
can hear
happened to me.
anything.
Yeah, you can give me a perception check to see if you can hear anything.
Yeah, go audio-based, see if she can hear the sound of any breathing, scratching, dragging a stone, that type of thing. Alright, let's go. That will be a 10. Let's go.
So you hear Lucius beside you kind of breathing funny, as you can definitely tell the dirt's affecting his sense of smell. The earth golem, you can hear the slight crumbling of the dirt coming off of it. You can hear Hawken definitely wheezing slightly from the previous holes in his stomach. Mion, surprisingly, you don't hear at all, and Temidar, you can hear his breathing right next to you. But you hear nothing else. It is eerily silent.
Oh, man.
Are we going in, or
stuff.
are we leaving them be? I'm all for battle either way, but it is
up
peculiar.
to you. I'm just
we
not
know
going to be
which
the
way we
first
need to
one
go?
in. No.
I believe it's further down into the dungeon. Whatever way is forward.
But
Progress.
is this the way forward, or is that the way forward? We don't know. At least I don't know.
I feel like Young would know, but
Mion is quiet, and you do notice suddenly Mion is slightly dazed. And Lucius, actually, I need to PM something to you.
Oh, boy.
Real quick.
One hop this time.
One sec.
Nice.
It's an actual legit D&D item, by the way, if you're curious.
I have a possible solution for our
I
issue.
could slip in and see what's going on in there, and then we can either head that way or we can go down the hall.
Oh, I was going to
Considering-
volunteer my friend here. He can phase through walls. Isn't that right? She turns to the Earth Elemental. I
That
assume he
would be
doesn't speak.
genius.
The Earth Elemental does nothing. It just stares at Sigrun.
Yeah. If you want, I could tell them to go in. If they're not in, ease a bust. If they are, we'll know by the sound of battle, I assume.
Okay.
It's up to you, though. I don't want to take the glory away from you, Demidar.
Just do that. That seems a little less risky for everybody else.
Just
You sure?
tell your golem not to attack any ghouls in there, please.
Is that what
Okay,
you
okay.
fucking did?
I would
Oh,
rather
he's-
not have a repeat of what just happened like 5 minutes ago.
Oh yes, the ghost. Okay.
You do watch as
so-
the ghoul kind of walks down the hallway, looks at Hawken, and then walks back.
Hey man, no hard feelings. I didn't know.
Yeah, Sigrun will turn to the Earth Elemental and in Giant be like, enter the room if there are non-ghoul enemies, engage. If not, come back.
Okay. The Earth Elemental just kind of stares at you as you state this command, and then kind of walks around you into the wall and phases through the wall. Moments later, you hear the clash of a sword, and you suddenly realize your elemental is gone.
Like I could feel that it's
You
been
feel the
destroyed.
concentration link has been severed.
Well, good news. There are creatures in there. Bad news. It killed the elemental quite quick, and they are quite sturdy. So it also sounded like a weapon, which means it's not a dragon or a golem. Most likely, it's a humanoid. If you want, though, I could summon another one. Send them in again.
That just sounds like not a good idea. I feel like it's just gonna be a repeat. So I feel like we're either gonna have to go in or go the other way.
Again, up to you. Would Sigrun, from previous knowledge, know how powerful elementals actually are? Like, health-wise?
No.
Would she know it's close to her own?
Oh,
or
Earth
would
Elemental? No, she knew exactly how strong hers was that it was summoned. So yeah, she would know the exact, roughly, the equivalent of the exact
Yeah.
stats.
I don't care which. I prefer to go the other way, as that seems like a better use of resources instead of wasting them trying to go in there. With
Was,
a few of you already looking pretty hurt.
Hoken, was there anything in there that we needed to get? I know you went in there first. I assume you saw.
There's a wand there with webbing on it. I mean, could you technically see it from that corner? Because
No.
isn't that where it was?
It was, so you had to go around the L shape, and it was in a little room where the ghoul is, just off to the left once you enter the main room.
Gotcha. So yeah, there's something there, but unless we want to fuck around and find out, we could always come back to it.
Yeah, we didn't come for a wand, right? We just came for, like, the Spider Queen. Yeah,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
If it's just a silly little wand, it doesn't seem worth it, in my opinion.
Now,
we
truth be
needed-
told, we
if it-
don't know if this is the right direction or not. So, I mean, we might have to come through this way anyways, if we find that the other direction's a bust.
And we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The other way, let's go.
Alright, just for safekeeping, Mion's going to seal up the door again so nothing hopefully sneaks up on us from that way,
Okay.
for now.
She looks kind of annoyed, and Sigrun, you kind of have to help pick up the very heavy door to hold it back in place
Yeah.
as Mion starts casting. the
Seminar will
spell.
help as well.
Yeah, the spell starts casting. The door doesn't hold at all. It falls over on the other side, making a loud noise again. But this time, the entire doorway is just blocked with dirt. You get about a 4-foot wall this time around as Mion has some more time.
Mhm,
Yeah,
alright.
Sigrun will pile, like, a couple of the extra stones on it, just for good measure.
Quick question for you to check, Sigrun. Can you see through your Earth Elemental's eyes when you summon it, or is it just that you summon it?
Let me check. I thought it was just that it got its own initiative, and I could give it commands just during my combat. It didn't take a bonus action, because I was checking that for if we got in combat, but I don't think I could see through its eyes. Friendly for unique companion, don't issue any commands, it defends itself, doesn't disappear, becomes hostile if concentration is broken, elemental statistics. Yeah, I don't think I can see through it unless it's a familiar.
Okay, want to make sure.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's why I was like, come back if there's nothing. If there's something, we'll hear. And we did hear, so there's something.
There's definitely something. So yeah, as you as the wall of dirt is pushed up again, are you guys gonna head back up out of the dungeon, or are you heading down the hallway, the side hallway?
Down the other hall, it looks like.
Yep.
Yes. And if that's the case, what's our marching order gonna be?
To adventure. I mean, Sigrun is more
Mother
than
is
willing.
usually very good at scouting, so it wouldn't be a bad idea for her to do that.
Yeah, Sigrun's content to either lead as tank or trail behind as tank, whatever, if the party wants to be stealthy or not.
I can follow up behind Mother as I'm
I'm gonna
gestures
have
to
to be
his black fur, blending in with the area, blending in with the darkness. Can blend in a bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to be the annoying little person tugging on the pants and just like hold on to Sigrun's leg.
Sigrun's tail. You could just hold on to it as you trail.
Okay.
And Hawken will take up the back.
Okay.
Okay.
So the marching
I'm in the
order
middle.
is, as I'm understanding it, Mion in the front, Temidar right behind, Sigrun and Lucius in the middle, with Lucius holding on to Sigrun for better vision, and Hawken watching the back. Okay.
Yeah, and Sigrun would be a little bit away behind Temidar, but keep it so he's within like her 15-foot reach in case something bad happens. But give him space because stealth.
Okay.
Does
Yes.
the glow of Sigrun's axe give me any light?
It does.
Does it actually glow? I didn't know.
But it only glows when Sigrun is using spells.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so
Yes.
it's not glowing right now.
So if
But,
Sigrun summons another Earth Elemental at some point, then yes, you
Or
would be able to see.
teleport.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say she is wearing like a lot of golden jewelry, so in the dim light you might see slight like glints of the metal. So that she's wearing, so probably doesn't help you see
And-
better, but you can at least see her like outline maybe.
I'll definitely be stealthing behind Mion.
Yep, I was taking that into account. Give me a
Yeah.
second.
I will also stealth,
rolled my
or attempt
stealth.
to.
Is Hawken allowed to re-stealth?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
Are you using Pass Without Trace again?
No, I don't have any slots left for that.
I tried.
Also try to stealth.
Okay, go ahead.
What's I'm just gonna say my rolls are not good today. Good luck, everyone.
I rolled a
Neither
6.
am mine.
I rolled a nat 20, but I have disadvantage. So that's-
Meanwhile, I'm over here with a 25.
I got a 10 because I rolled low.
damn chain.
Yeah, I also got a 10.
So it's a good thing Sigrun's trailing behind a bit.
Scale, rather.
Okay.
The fuck is wrong with my rolls today?
Well, the good news is, so I've got, let me make sure I've got this correct. So I got a 6 from Lucius. Mion will roll again with advantage. That is a 14. Ouch. Lucius, you said, what'd you get?
6.
6. Hawken,
10.
10. And Temidar?
25.
Okay. So as you lot start marching your way through, Temidar and Mion, who have... I know Mion's passive perception is 13. Temidar, what's yours?
14.
Okay.
Mine's
Oh, wait,
16
no,
if
15.
that
Jeez,
matters.
I forgot that.
15.
Minus 14.
Okay, well, good news. Lucius can't see.
That's true.
So,
But I
but
can hear and smell.
that's true. Now that you're away from the dusty door. As you lot look, Mion is at disadvantage for perception due to a slight dream lily high that's still going on. But Temidar,
Jesus. Mother.
You got zooted in battle?
Temidar, you do notice as you are kind of helping or kind of looking around with Mion that there is a slight hole in one of the walls to your right that lets you see into that main bigger room. And with your passive perception, I'm gonna message you exactly what you see.
Ooh, I hear thunder.
Thunder and lightning.
I mean, we've got like good thunder as well going on out in my windows open.
It was raining
Is
bad
thunder
last
what it's
night.
called when in the world when DM's typing?
Yes.
I was also
God
about
is
thunder
angry with us.
in my window as well.
Surprisingly,
I-
it's sunny here.
It's cloudy and cool, so it might throw down again. So.
I mean, hey, brother in Christ, it is hurricane season.
Oh, I don't have to deal with hurricanes. Haha.
Okay.
Hmm.
And
Do I
plus
recognize
two
that?
other shadowy figures. No, you're not familiar enough with, or you. I mean, there's no distinguishing marks that would catch your attention other than that. You recognize the color. I mean, you're a merchant, so you would recognize this color better than anybody. But yeah, otherwise no.
That's worrying, but sellable.
What's with you and playing merchants?
Well, this one's actually worked out. It
Wants
hasn't
to
died
be
yet.
rich.
Yeah.
And this one's actually got a successful business.
Yeah, so Mion doesn't really pay
Right.
attention as she continues to move slightly ahead. Temidar, as you look through that hole, you can see that, plus the slight purple dim light that definitely is coming down from one of the other corridors that you can now clearly see. And can guesstimate that that's probably where the lightning golems went. And so as you lot are continuing forward, give me a minute. With your guys' stealth checks, let me check something.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
I love that you're all so afraid. It's not like I use traps or anything.
That's kind of.
I
Oh,
just
wait,
hope
me
a
on
passive
tie. Fuck.
perception of 16 might at least help Hawken out.
Yep. Which reminds me, good news.
We'll freak
Okay.
Chasten out a little bit.
Yep. Doesn't help that Mion rolled right then. Yeah, so Mion kind of stops dead in her tracks for a minute. And kind of starts to slowly back up.
I stopped the rest of the group quickly.
And she turns around and whispers very quietly, three gray looking ghosts with very strange smoke around them, and each of them seem to be wearing different types of like adventuring gear.
Are they the ones from earlier?
Mion shakes her head no, that they are different.
God damn it, not more ghosts.
We fought them before and won. Why are we so worried now?
I don't think we didn't win.
We came to an agreement.
Same difference. I was going to kill the one with me, and Lucius had not made amends.
Mion just kind of waits and looks at the group, waiting to see if you guys want to continue ahead. She explains that you will not be able to avoid being seen by these creatures.
Yeah, Sigrun's fine to continue.
They may not attack us, but if you all fought them before, then fought something similar before, so we should be a bit careful.
I wouldn't
Well,
say
it wasn't
fought.
supposed to be a fight, and I look over at Hawken.
Or
In the
looking at
direction
rough
of his
direction, you
voice,
mean?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like you knew what was going on.
Well, what's his stealth again? Is it?
Oh no, it's not the stealth thing, it's the fact that Lucius can't see for
Oh,
shit.
Lucius can't see. I was gonna say 'cause
He can
he's-
smell
Lucius is
Hawken.
passive.
I could hear his voice clearly.
Yeah, he's right behind you guys. You can also hear the slight groans and grunts here every once in a while as Hawken's still injured, you know.
So we'll just continue on and try not to anger them. I guess.
Well,
Then
you know what? Whatever you say, Temidar.
Yeah, Temidar and Leon, you guys are very charismatic. I'm sure you've got this.
Neon just
Oh
kind of
yeah.
puts her arm out, kind of ushering Temidar to go in front.
Mhm.
Alright, let's go.
Oh boy.
Temidar takes the lead.
Everyone roll initiative. Since Temidar is being ballsy, I'm gonna give him an advantage on initiative.
Oh!
I will roll Meon's initiative, don't worry, Cook.
All right.
16, not
Well,
bad.
that's a fucking
Finally,
12.
good initiative.
That's
Temidar's
That's-
good everywhere else.
Temidar, I said with advantage. Is that with advantage?
Yeah, that's with advantage.
What the fuck is how?
Okay, Sigrun.
How? Oh, I got a 13. Where's your? I only saw one roll on D&D Beyond for you.
You
When
can
you
set
roll
it.
with advantage,
Yeah, you can set it.
you only see the highest.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got
Oh.
an 18.
I put
Gotcha.
my roll in the Peace for Futures chat.
Jesus,
22.
a 7
so-
and a 6.
If you roll in the D&D Beyond, when I have the tracker or the encounter tracker open, it auto logs your stuff. It's only for Maya that I have to ask specifically because
Oh,
Maya
yeah.
rolls their dice physically. So that's why. Yeah, no, I appreciate when you let me know just in case I do miss it, but I'll call it out. Okay, well the good news is, Hawken, you roll first, mate.
And
So-
you're in the
Yes.
back.
Yeah, so
And I also
always
am a
hold
ranged
actions.
fighter.
yeah, but you can't. You don't see anything currently based on the corridor. Though the corridor is 15 feet wide, and is definitely at least 50, 60 feet long. You can definitely see that off to the right. Wait, yeah, you have your dark vision thing for.
Yeah, because it lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah, so you can see that definitely there is two ways up ahead. That there is looks to be a little side hallway, and you can definitely see the walls of a room. You're guessing some sort of bedroom or something of that sort. And then you can see that the hallway just continues just straight as well, instead of going to the right. And you do know that Mion did point that the ghosts that she described were coming from that room on the right.
Gotcha. So it was from a room, not like at the end of the hallway.
Correct.
Got it.
So theoretically,
All
if
right.
you can find a way to block that door, yes, you could try and avoid sight.
I don't got nothing.
I can give the party a chance to strategize for a second, because I've got to run to the restroom anyways, so...
Sure, that works.
I'm not telling the rest
I'm
of the
gonna
initiative,
breathe
but
a
I'll let you
lot
look
of
at it.
acid.
Yeah, until I'm done taking a leak.
Always
Because
hold your action and wait.
I mean, you're very much correct. I could simply wait till
'Cause
they
if they're-
exit out.
Befriendable and you attack first because you're up initiative, it might go bad. But if you have a held action, you can always be like, if they attack
things-
Temidar, I will shoot them. And
If they try and possess Temidar, I'm gonna shoot Temidar in the ass.
Well, if it's
Well,
the same type of ghost, everyone but you and me should be immune already. And That's a good thing.
Different. I know, unless you guys are just outright immune to being possessed.
Believe
Because
so.
if you are, then you'll be fine. Because I know it's like that whole 24-hour possession prevention thing only works
The
for
24-hour
that
possession prevention
specific.
plan.
it only works. I thought it was general possession.
No, it was. You can't get possessed for 24 hours by that
Well,
specific ghost.
Thankfully, I hopefully will roll okay. But yeah, I would say hold your action
Alright.
and wait for Temidar.
So my plan is to stay where I'm at and hold an action if any of the ghosts attack or try to possess.
Okay. Alright, you're gonna hold your action? Not a problem. Let me go ahead and... Wait, what the hell? Oh.
Unless you allow me to reroll stealth as well.
Do you want to reroll stealth again? You can take an action to do so.
Unless you have your roguish action.
I'm not a rogue.
He's talking about for Hawken.
I'd rather be not seen.
Okay.
Even actually, well, you know what? It doesn't even matter. They're freaking ghosts. Well, I don't know. Do ghosts just see straight through magic, or
You
if
don't
I'm
know.
actually hidden?
You don't know.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna try to stealth because if I'm hidden by just regular sight, I shouldn't be able to be seen anyways.
Okay.
All right, so yeah. 16 for
Okay.
stealth.
Okay, not bad. Alrighty. And did you want to do anything else? You haven't moved, so you can still move, or you can hold your second action.
I will hold that action. Yeah.
Okay. And it will move you down in the initiative whenever you decide to use that action. If you don't use that action before your next turn, your initiative will not change.
All right, good stuff.
Okay. Alright, then I will put that down. Give me a minute, just writing some notes while so I can keep track of y'all. Okay. And that has how much? Oh, that's perfect. Okay. I'm gonna have it roll perception to see if it can see you. Give me a minute to pull that up.
Because I know I can't see it because I thought I was like behind walls or whatever.
Nope, not yet. Not anymore. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
gotcha.
Okay.
Damn.
It is going to come through and go over there. Okay.
Just not my fucking day.
All right. Lucius, you're up.
I'm just going to hold my action and move when Sigrun does, because I can't see shit.
Okay. Not a
Fair.
problem. All right, then as the same thing, just as a note, if you hold your action, that means your initiative will end up wherever you decide to use it. It has to be at the end of a player's turn, just as I mentioned, and you will get reorganized to that initiative order. Okay. Oops. Wow. That's okay. There we go. That one is going to also now roll. Does nothing. Does it have anything it would do? Not really. It's just gonna sit here. Okay. All right. Mion, what would you like to do?
Because I know what I'm gonna do. I never do. Fuck. I mean, I don't exactly want to be the cause of getting actually butt fucked by these ghosts, whatever the fuck they are. Because, I mean, they look different from the other ones, right? Because of the smokiness. I don't know what to do here.
Best bet, try and stay hidden.
Sure. I'll have Mion reroll stealth to hopefully hide better from wherever the fuck these things are.
Alright, continuing with the advantage. That's a 27. Jesus Christ. Low roll was a 24.
There's my mother hiding better than even I can.
Yep, even with a 24.
And then the other action, I guess, will be used to be held.
Okay. Alright, Mion will stay there stealth. Sigrun, you are up.
Yes. I will be doing the same thing. Sigrun has her action ready. That if the ghosts go to attack Mion or Temidar, and are within reach, she will attack them. Otherwise, she's just following their lead.
Okay. Alright. As no one continues to move, Temidar, you're up.
Okay. Do the ghosts see me?
You don't know. They don't seem to have moved any. You don't see any of them right now.
I'm gonna move forward. I was told there was ghosts ahead of, and they're straight ahead, correct?
Straight to, about 60 feet ahead of you and to the right in the room. Was what Mion described.
And what can I recall about ghosts? Any stories I've heard or anything?
Give me a history check.
Oh, history check. Hooray. That's a 4. God damn it, Beyond.
Well, I've got good news. You know ghosts exist, and you know they're good at possessing people. And that's pretty much it. And to answer the chat while Cameron thinks for a second, no deaths yet. The party has yet to get near a monster, as they are very terrified of everything.
I don't like controlling two people.
I will start moving forward slowly as to not break my stealth.
Okay.
From earlier, I'm also just going to keep a cautious eye out for traps.
Okay, so that'll be a perception check for the traps, and how far are you moving up?
I will move I'll move half my speed.
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually move 30 feet, leaving me with 25 feet to flee if I feel like I've noticed anything. That's a 10.
Okay, alright.
For rolled perception.
Okay, so perception, you're fine. Okay, alright, as you...
Can I...
Yes?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Lucius.
Oh, I was just going to ask if I use my turn next.
Yeah, you can. Give me a second. So yeah, as you move forward, you see no ghosts or any traps that catch your attention, Temidar. And you said you're moving half your movement speed, which was again what?
I'm moving 30 feet. I don't have an
30
exact
feet.
half because I don't
Yeah.
think you want me moving like 27 and a half feet or anything
No,
like
30
that.
works. Okay, so as you move up to 30 feet, you don't see anything. Nothing catches your eye. As you are just now coming at the almost up to the hallway, or where you can see the right hallway. Okay, Lucius, you said you
That'll be
wanted
it.
to go up afterwards. So okay,
I just wanted to think about, that since they've described the ghosts and what they look like, I just wanted to try and see if I could recall any information on them.
okay, you can use your action to give me a history check.
History right there. And I have advantage on recalling information about fays, fiends, or undead.
Okay, so you would have advantage in this case because you already know these are undead.
Yep. 21.
Not bad.
Better than the merchant.
Yeah, so you would know that typically when so normal ghosts are typically most often described and drawn as more of a transparent bluish color. And while not naturally aggressive towards the a person, if you bother something they're protecting or you cause anything that would make them naturally want to fight back, such as going near objects of value, going near something that is kind of binding them to this plane, stuff of that sort, they will usually go after you. But when Mion described it as gray and smoky, one of the things that kind of catches your memory is that there's two types of ghosts. There's ghosts and then there's wraiths. Wraiths are, unlike ghosts, basically very aggressive and tend to attack pretty much anybody they can find. But they are typically linked to something similar to ghosts that they are not necessarily protecting, but could be guarding, could be generally something like if they died due to greed, it could be something that they want to keep there. There could be a lot of things that would link a wraith, but they are generally considered a lot more aggressive and will attack pretty much anybody outright. Wraiths are also typically not your commoners. Most commoners don't end up becoming wraiths. It's a lot more difficult due to the lack of magic they have. But in this case, more adventurers are more commonly known to be wraiths. So wraiths are generally considered the more deadly creature. And by the description Mion gave, these would be probably wraiths.
Timidar, having moved, is probably not going to hear this because I'm going to speak a little quieter now.
Okay.
And the rest of the group is just going to hear me kind of like, not whisper fully quiet, just, oh shit, not friendly.
Okay.
Oh shit, not friendly.
All right. Okay. And is there anything else you'd like to do, Lucius?
That is it.
Okay. The last one is up. Let's see what if it can manage to spot. Okay. As it does nothing for the time being, just kind of standing there. We go back up to the top of the encounter order. Hawken.
Alright.
You're up.
Okay, so I assume my passive perception of 16 doesn't allow me to see any of the wraiths if they've made their way out here or no?
You haven't seen any wraiths with your passive. You can give me a perception check to see if you can spot them, any of them.
Sure. I will do a perception check. That's a natural one. I fucking hate myself. This is gonna be the worst day ever.
This floor is made of floor.
Yeah, tell me fucking about it.
Here, one moment, let me...
If it matters, it's a 7 overall.
Yeah, let me message you something.
You're gonna message me something. Great.
Your perception is so bad, you realize you're just a program on a computer.
You have a revelation that you're but a character in a game played by just random people.
One sec.
I have a feeling I'm kind of hoping it's gonna be you fail so bad you succeed, but like... Okay. Well. Shit.
You've gone blind.
No. It's more of what deciding whether to say something or not.
Yes, tell the party that you are now blind.
Yes.
That dark vision spell has saved you.
Sure has.
You're just like, oh shit, I can't see, and I'm like, yeah, dude, me neither.
No, it's more of, do I want to risk alerting more people or not to help one of our
It's up to
players.
you, Cook. Do you want to say something, or do you want to do something else? You have one other action, or you can move.
I will simply say, how loud would I have to say something for Temidar to hear?
Fairly, he's 30 feet from you.
Okay, so actually not that much. Just in a Temidar, watch your step. Some bad shit ahead. Pit trap.
Oh, goody!
There's also a wraith waiting for you to fall into it.
The good news is you just triggered the action of one of the wraiths.
Saying that a wraith was a gotcha. Alright, we love to see it.
Alright, Hawken, you've made your action to state something, so you've lost your movement. So do you have any bonus actions or anything you'd like to do?
So I can... So there, from what I know, there isn't a wraith near me, correct?
No.
But I do see the wraith that's near Temidar.
Mm-hmm.
What cover are they in?
You can tell it's hiding around one of the little corners of a little side room that's very hard to notice for most people. But you actually catch the gleam of the sword in the hand of the wraith that seems to slightly phase through the wall every few seconds.
So I would assume that would be full cover?
Yes, that is correct.
Alright. So then I can't exactly do anything but momentarily wait, so... Yeah, I guess I can't do anything else. My turn's over.
Okay.
You can ready your second action for its attack.
What do you mean my second action?
You haven't moved, have you?
Because to warn you, I used my
He used his action to warn you.
Oh. Okay, good.
Yep. Don't worry, Temidar. You're in a perfect condition. So for the rest of the party, minus poor Lucius, who can't see shit, you watch as a wraith comes floating through one of the walls, and manages. You see for a second as it seems to kind of disappear. Temidar, I need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
God, not again.
Great.
Not again.
That's a 17.
You fail.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
As good news is, I get to take over your character sheet for a little while.
Oh.
Don't worry,
Do I
you
get
get
to
to
make
save.
these rolls at the end of every turn?
Yep,
This
your
same-
turn.
Okay, I'm gonna
Fucking
ask
shit.
this. I'm gonna ask this.
What?
Is it higher than a 20? Is the
No.
save higher than a 20?
No.
Okay. Because I don't have any bonuses to this.
Nope.
So
nope.
if it was higher than a 20, I'd say shouldn't even bother rolling.
No. You can succeed. All right. So as you all watch as the wraith disappears, and for a moment, you see kind of Temidar goes a little stiff. Lucius can't see anything. Lucius, though, your natural animal instinct. Give me a perception check to see if you notice anything.
Regular or with advantage?
Regular.
10.
10. You do definitely sense that Temidar seems suddenly a lot more evil. You do get a very slight animal instinct that this man now has a killing intent towards you and the rest of the party. And
Here we go.
instead of attacking, it is going to kick the string in front of it. Timidar, because you are going to be put in a death situation where this will most likely kill you, I'm going to give you another charisma saving throw because of the fact that this would naturally go against your free will.
My self-preservation.
Yes. Let's call it that. Or lack thereof.
Yeah, no, I'm not saving anytime soon if it's higher than freaking 17. That was one of the best rolls I could get. Fuck me.
For those who can see, and for Lucius who can hear, you hear as the some stone starts to grind away very quickly and pulls apart. And Temidar, you are still conscious in a sense. You can't speak, but your senses still work, so you can still see what's going on. You can smell what's going on. You just don't have control of your body.
Can I forcefully activate something?
No. And as you look down, you see a massive purple-looking slime. And as you, as soon as you see it, your body starts to fall forward into the pit. And the trap doesn't close. It will take one round to close. But you'd all hear as a splash as Temidar vanishes into the hole.
Son of a fucking bitch.
The irony is that's the only wraith that's seen you guys. That knows you're here. Alright. The other one is going to roll perception to see if it catches you as it's its turn. Okay. So as it starts to fly up, you all see, minus Lucius, another wraith that looks to be carrying a little like loot of sorts in its hands rather than a sword, and seems to be wearing really light leather gear. And
the bard.
It immediately looks at all of you for a second, and I need give me a minute to find it.
Play us a tune, dead man.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I should, Sigrun. Where is that?
I hope you didn't
Maya,
just doom us.
Keep your fucking mouth shut. Damn it, you're gonna kill the party.
Roy singing on stream as the ghost. Like, why am I supposed to know it's got like a mega death scream?
I will sing you a thing here in a minute. Okay, so I need all of you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Does this include me?
No, don't worry, you're fine.
Hang on, I got it.
Yeah, because I'm currently
Good,
being
another
digested.
fucking awful roll. 6.
Oh no! Lucius, what about
Boy,
you?
here we go possessing people again.
That's not a possession spell.
Do what?
I need a wisdom
fucking
saving spell,
terrified.
Lucius.
11.
Okay.
I
Sigrun?
also got 11.
Okay, so Lucius and Sigrun managed to save. Hawken, you suddenly find yourself charmed.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
not possession my left foot.
It's not.
Here.
Different spell. Regards you as a friendly acquaintance when the spell... So basically,
You see an old friend!
yeah, so Hawken, you suddenly are, as you're standing there, you see one of your old fellow officers that used to serve alongside of you, that was well-known, well-respected friend who fought with you in the battles. His name is Balin... Where is it? Okay, Balin Thunderslash, a random character that was listed for this. Okay. Oh boy, lesser possession. Thank you, Grumpy. And you just see this Nordic man who's just now standing there with his lute, kind of playing a nice tune. You know, you are no longer feeling like he's going to attack you, and he seems to be wanting to just hang out and have friendly conversation. But as this is happening, he also explains to you that your friends, and he's shouting this to you, so everyone minus Temidar, who's currently in a vat of purple liquid, hears. You know that the others were actually sent here to get you trapped in here and kill you at their first chance if the monsters didn't. Now it does have to make a charisma, and you can roll. Give me a minute. Insight for that to see if you can beat its charisma.
Sure. I'll roll the insight. Let's see if I get another god-awful roll today.
Well, you do.
14.
He definitely... You're not 100% sure that you're pretty sure he's not telling you the truth, or the full truth, like he's hiding something. But at the same time, you also don't feel like you can really
Bring
disregard your
myself
friend's
to
warning.
yeah. You know.
I'll watch my back.
Okay.
God fucking damn it.
That is the end of its turn. Mion is up.
Great.
Mom,
what the fuck
save
am I
me!
doing? So
Wait a minute,
how,
wasn't Mion holding an action to attack a wraith that did something?
The
I mean,
Wraith never
yeah,
got
but
within.
it's Mion's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So how far is Mion from the pit that our dearest friend Temidar fell into?
25 feet.
Gotcha.
And remember, I will state this. Mion did state there was 3 of these things, and you've only seen 2.
Yeah. At least Mion is currently stealthed.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's
what
a
I'll...
27.
Yeah. Wish I could have that high of a stealth. I suppose what I'll do to attempt to save Temidar is to go up to the pit
Okay.
and throw down a rope.
Does
Hopefully
Mion
for him to grab. I believe I saw rope. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you throw down the rope, and as soon as the rope touches the purple liquid, looking down, Mion sees as Temidar's armor is starting to slowly dissolve, his fur is starting to singe, and the rope touches the ooze and immediately starts to burn burn up slowly.
Well, I mean, it's not...
Do I have anything I can fucking use to get rid of this thing?
One sec. Okay.
Oh god, this.
This is... After seeing this, Mion's thinking there's not exactly a possible way to maybe save her son, and it's gonna have to go back.
Okay. Falling back to the group.
Yeah.
Okay. Mion has in total 30 feet walking distance, so she's only going to be able to get back 5 feet.
I'll use the bonus action to move back to where she was, and then I believe she will have... Well, I'm guessing you would consider throwing the rope down as an action as well, correct?
Yes, that would have been an action.
Alright, so using the bonus action to move back. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Mion falls back, and is now back with standing right in front of Sigrun and Lucius. Alright. Sigrun! You watched as Temidar fell in. You saw Mion turn back to the group, and you see that there is one wraith currently playing a melodic tune for and where Hawkins seems very distracted.
Nice. How close am I to the pit? That
30 feet away.
Okay, that's within my walking distance. So Sigrun's gonna walk up to the pit.
Okay.
Looking
Looking down, you see that the pit is about 50 feet deep in total, and that the purple liquid goes up 30 feet. Temidar is currently... No, he is currently at the bottom.
Oh.
How did I fall 60 feet in
It's a
6
fall
seconds?
straight down, yeah, man.
Yeah, but you're only supposed to be able to fall 10 feet every 6 seconds.
I mean, this is how I'm ruling it.
Okay, yeah, just...
Okay. Does it look like he's able to actually move in there?
You don't see him moving at all currently. Like, he's not attempting to save himself. His eyes are darting around quite a lot, as Temidar still has control over his eyes. Moving.
I need fucking saving throw.
If I were to jump in there, does it look possible to climb out, or does it look like
A sheer surface?
Yeah, like a sheer surface.
It is the rock wall. It's generally mostly solid above the slime pool. You can definitely see down below that what you definitely recognize as some sort of slime-like liquid is a lot more cracked and looks older, but there's no holes or anything like that, or anything to grab onto that you can see. You'd have to make your own footing.
I have to make my own footing. That is an issue. And there's a door, you said? Like a trap door.
It's a
thing?
trap pit. Yeah, and it will close upon the end of this round.
I assume Sigrun would know that they're automatically closed, or like would have seen something.
I mean, she can hear it. It's grinding. It's a very slow thing.
Yeah, is there a
Break
way
the mechanism.
to like break it so it won't close until stuff's figured out? Because I don't know how good Sigrun's going to be able to be about getting down there and getting back up, other than maybe surviving the slime damage.
So
But
you
she
can give
definitely
me
wants
a perception check with to see if you can spot it, or you can give me an investigation check, which will give you a chance if it's hidden. But if it's
Okay.
your choice.
perception. I think I'll go perception because I have a better bonus
Okay.
on that. Unless, wait, let me check one more thing just before I forget, because I remembered I multi-classed in a rogue, so I don't know if I get a thing for traps. Let me check. Just turn. Okay, it's not saying I do. So yeah, I'll do a perception.
Okay.
That will be an 18.
Okay. As you look around, you don't see any obvious like mechanisms. Nothing seems to be. You don't see magic circles. Nothing seems out of place in this grungy old dungeon overall. You do spot the other wraith that's currently hiding around around the corridor, kind of staring at you. And you do see that it's carrying a bow, and then generally looks to be in overall more like scale mail armor.
Got it. And okay, so I don't see the mechanism, but I see the door itself, right?
Yeah, you can easily see the two doors that basically open and close. They're just in the floor.
Okay, am I able to reach and grab one to try to just break it, brute force, like, from the door itself?
Yeah, you can try that if you'd like to make an attack against the door.
Okay, yeah, I assume this counts as, like, my action.
Yes.
To attempt. Question, like, if I were to break this door and then tie my 50 feet of rope, like,
that'd be
to
two actions.
To, like, 2 actions, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking.
And you've already used movement, so...
I do get 2 attack actions per turn. Would that count, or is it still just
No, it's
one
an action itself.
Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm trying, Kim, but I don't know what I can do for Temidar.
That's why I left. I didn't see any way of getting him out.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially since he has to break the charisma.
Sigrun, what are you going to do?
She's not gonna go down without trying. So at the very least, she's gonna attempt to break the door.
Okay.
And see how that. Unless. No, hitting him's not going to help with the charisma save. It's just once per turn, right?
Yeah, every time it's at the end of his turn, he would get the chance.
So, I'm just going to break the door so at the very least he can get out. So yeah, you said attack with my axe, or is it a strength check?
You can do either. If you want to attack with your axe or your hands, it's your choice.
Definitely my axe if you're giving me the option.
Okay.
And so I'm taking the attack action, I'll attack it twice to ensure I could damage it. Alright, so let's go. First one, and then that's a 27 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Alright, let me make sure I get all my damage correct.
Oh, it doesn't take radiant. It doesn't take radiant damage. I will let you know it is immune.
No, it's just checking my other stuff. I don't get sneak attack because it's not advantage. I don't get the radiant because that doesn't matter.
Sure.
And I'm just checking the ring and stuff. Okay, so the first damage should be this.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Slashing.
All right. And then roll your second
and
attack.
I will roll. Yep, roll again. That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
10, not 20. Thank you. Okay, and then that'll be 11 for my other hit.
So, Lucius, you kind of you're kind of getting pulled along with this, so you did get moved up. Which means your movement has been taken, just as a heads up, because you said you were going to kind of hold on to Sigrun.
Okay.
So as you watch, as each of you watch, even Temidar, who can still see this, as Sigrun just comes down on the floor, slamming into the floor twice, and you watch as the stones themselves shatter apart, managing to cut through the stone floor and hitting the trapdoor itself. That was what looked to be originally what looked to be stone. As Sigrun tears or kind of slams into it, you see the splinters going off. It's definitely just painted wood. The door contraption seems to split in half and come off its rocker or its trails or treads. There we go. And the half of the door is now basically busted and will not close.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Let me check my bonus action stuff real quick before I do anything too quick. I don't think I can. Rogue stuff. Okay, no. Yeah. That'll be my turn. She's going to she's gonna bust it open, and as she does, I think she'd look down at Temidar and yell, "Swim, damn it! Swim!"
Give me a charisma check to see how loud you yell.
Oh, charisma check. Okay.
Oh,
Intimidation
boy.
or just straight charisma?
Are you trying to intimidate Temidar to swim up?
I mean, if
But
she's
you
gotta,
need to saving a freaking
she-
charisma save.
You know what?
I mean,
Go ahead and roll an
She's like-
intimidation. Go. I'll take it.
she's a giant boar. She's tearing apart the stone. And she's like yelling at him, like, "Get your ass
Come
together,
here."
swim."
Yep.
Come here.
Scare the wraith out of him.
E plus 5, 25.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh,
All right.
damn it.
End of turn.
I love how
I had
worried
something
Lucius
I wanted
is.
to do on my
She's
turn. I wanted to ask if I
not-
could converse with the wraith inside me and try and persuade it to fucking leave.
No, Temidar, you cannot talk to it. But you do get. It is your turn, so at the beginning of your turn, you do take your poison damage. And I'll just roll. Actually, I can.
Poison.
It is poison.
Better swim, boy. Don't make me
worry.
come in there.
I'm so happy it's
you
poison.
take 9 points of poison damage.
All right.
And as you can feel the poison burning away at you, you can make a charisma saving throw.
Do I get advantage for being yelled at?
Nope.
And so I think that was what. something
Yeah,
more
I'm not
for the
gonna
wraith
save. That's a
itself.
10.
All right.
Uh,
Okay, and that is the end of Temidar's turn. Lucius, you are up.
I'm gonna first off just kind of let go of Sigrun,
Okay.
just in case she decides she's gonna dive in.
Yeah.
Smart.
Dive in and forcefully save Temidar.
I would have
But-
laughed if that had been the case. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn back into the direction of Hawken and Neon
Mm-hmm.
and just yell out, "You need to find the item. There might be an item for the to get rid of them."
And I believe Lucius is closest to the door where they all came from, right?
In rough order, Lucius and Sigrun are technically Temidar is because he's in the one of the slight corners
Oh,
of
yeah.
the pit. But yeah, no, yeah, Lucius or Sigrun.
Yeah, and I'd love to use one ability that I have, but I can't because it won't let me converse nor intimidate it out of me.
Nope, because you can't. Yeah, that's how possession works. Go ahead,
That's
Lucius.
exactly what happened to us last time.
All right. So if you shout this out, Lucius, that is, I'm going to give that to you as a free action.
Okay. And then there's like none around me.
There
that I-
is one wraith that's about 10 feet to your right, just that looks like it's a bard. It seems to be staring at Hawken. You also notice that Hawken's eyes are somewhat glazed over currently.
Okay. Would I know from the knowledge I recollected earlier? Would I know if fire did anything to them?
So you would know that most wraiths are resistant to almost all types of damage, minus silvered items. And they're immune to necrotic and poison. But as far as it goes for fire, yeah, you would know that they're at least resistant to fire.
Okay. That's kind of what I figured, but I guess I'm just gonna hold my action, and if one gets too close to me, I try to defend myself at that point.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's see if the this wraith finally notices you guys are actually here.
Hope not.
He finally sees Sigrun and Lucius.
Aw.
And
I
is
am
going
big.
to go ahead and use its movement to come out.
Boy.
Don't worry, you're a little better off in this situation. This one's a ranger. As it comes around the corner, you see its glowing golden eyes, and it's and actually, with everyone's passive perception, those who are on above ground, currently you can see that this one does seem to, unlike the others who aren't wearing anything or didn't seem to have anything that wasn't naturally somewhat hazy and transparent, this one does seem to have a strange golden ring on its finger that kind of gleams in the darkness.
That's the bitch.
And it is going to immediately... give me a moment to find the thing. Where is the... God damn it, wow. This thing... Where is the listing? There we go. It is going to immediately... Okay. It casts a spell called Plant Growth. And basically, it is as the plants, or suddenly a bunch of plants seem to start growing over that pit entrance where Temidar had fallen into, and seem to grow up and around the door that's still working, the other half, and kind of ramp up a little bit, almost as if creating a chute straight into the ooze. And that is all it does with that action. It moved and does not have another action, so it leaves itself just standing there. Up to the top of the order, Hawken, you are back up.
Alright, so Bardman is currently a friend of mine to my eyes, but can I see the Ranger Wraith?
Let me read something real quick. Yes, you can see the other one, and you do see it as a wraith as a ranger, and you do see it as a possible enemy. Up to your own personal interpretation on that one.
Gotcha. And it is unable to see me, correct?
It does seem to have its eyes flicking over towards you. It doesn't seem to be paying very much attention to you, as it's now at the end of the hallway.
Gotcha, so I guess it's detected me, stealth didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I will nonetheless, oh, fuck it. Fire. I'll shoot.
Okay, you're gonna take a shot at it?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and roll to see if you can hit it. As your arrow goes a little bit off to the right and clatters down one of the hallways further down.
Would you like me to confirm?
Was that?
Because that was a natural one.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Oh no.
Okay, that was an 18, so I'm still alive.
Yep, you're fine as far as it goes. Yeah, it goes clattering off into the distance. You all do, with your passive perception, hear it seem to suddenly sink into something that squeals off in the distance and then goes silent.
I'm scared.
You hit the ghoul again.
No, the ghoul can still be
in the opposite
clearly
direction.
seen in the other room through that hole that Temidar found, and it is still sitting there chewing on a foot. It is almost done with said foot.
Well, I'll take my second attack per this action to try to fire at it again.
Alright. Please, another nat one.
14.
That hits?
Alright, that's good. 7 damage.
Yeah, the bolt seems to slam into it, and it suddenly notices you, and it's very angry about that situation.
Buenos dias. Since I'm not moving, I'll use that as another attack action.
Okay.
You roll the first hit. That's a natural 1.
Oh, no.
I'll roll to confirm. It's one of those fucking days. If I die, it's a 10. Doesn't confirm.
As you hear as the bolt launches again, and you hear yet again, it seems to slide on the ground and then poke in, seems to hit something that causes another creature to squeal yet again, like a warthog of some sort.
The Earth Elemental from earlier?
Alright, I'll use my other attack for action.
Okay.
That's a fucking 2
That
to hit
doesn't
with a 10.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Right. You good? Alright.
No, I'm the War Priest bonus action
Okay.
to get another attack action.
Alright, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You can't possibly roll 2 more nat 1s, right?
19.
That hits!
Oh, look at that, 4
Send him
damage.
to hell.
As you shoot, you see as you slam into it again. The bolt seems to stick into it for a second and seems to hold as the magical damage takes effect. Okay.
One more. One more. Okay, 23.
That hits. Yeah, you're good.
It's having
And
pity on
that
you
one
now.
is 10 damage.
Alright, as you launch your final desperate barrage at this thing, you see as it finally hits center mass yet again, and the creature suddenly really starts staring at you and looking at you intently. Yes, Grumpy, the chat feels bad for you, Hawken. Don't worry.
Did the Hellfire bolts light up the room any?
Yes, slightly. And you know what, Lucius? Good point. As you look further down, Lucius, the hallway, along with Sigrun and Hawken, you see that a strangely humanoid creature with silver glinting armor walking in your direction, it seems, as you can hear the slight clattering of its boots, and you can see just the glimpses from the Hellfire bolts that missed. And as well as the 2 that are sticking in its rear end currently.
I assume I don't need to roll damage for them. I assume they actually didn't do any damage.
They did do damage, but I took care of that. Don't worry.
Alright.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do, Hawken?
Nope, because those were my actions and bonus action.
Okay. The Wraith that is currently possessing Temidar can't actually do anything while it's in possession, surprisingly. And has no interest in using any of his abilities other than to hold him down here.
Leave, coward! Go take on the boar!
It does take a second, though, and it starts kind of... actually, you know, I'm going to make a charisma check to see if it's smart, or an intelligence check to see if it's smart enough to realize. Okay. So it is going to have Temidar start punching the floor for his 2 attack actions. It doesn't know key due to its class, so good news, it can't use your key abilities. That's the only downside to the possession for these wraiths. So the 22 hits, and that's 9, and then another 26. And 6 points of damage. Okay. So, for Sigrun, since you can actually see, you watch as Temidar kind of seems to turn over and start slamming into the ground. And you notice that the ooze is starting to kind of move a bit. It doesn't seem to be taking damage necessarily, but it does seem like the little... Whatever Temidar is doing by punching his fist into the ground seems to be affecting it.
I see.
Alright. The other undead...
It's trying to convince you to jump in.
Hawken, I forgot. I need you to make a charisma saving throw for because I forgot about the charm person.
Yes. Charisma.
To be fair, if you take damage from the other wraith, I think it'll break it.
Nope. Okay.
Oh, damn.
So the other wraith is going to now take a chance at possessing Sigrun. Sigrun, I need a charisma saving throw.
This is not
Well,
good.
of course you do. Coming up, buddy.
Oh god.
No,
That
charismatic
will
Sigrun is.
be a 10.
Oh no.
Alright, let me open Sigrun's character sheet. Sigrun, you are now
Yeah.
possessed.
I'm not. I would have had a thing, but then I remembered I didn't technically get a chance to rage. So yeah. I
Yep.
don't get to reroll.
Okay. Alright, so Sigrun is now possessed, and now it's used its action, is going to use its movement to jump into the, actually,
Hey,
It isn't
I was
going
gonna
to-
do that anyway.
it is not
Aw.
going to use it, as I'm realizing something. It's going to take the axe, which, it does not understand how to use its abilities, and is just going to swing at Lucius.
Oh my god.
Lucius, be prepared.
Jump in the pit.
Oh!
Cowards.
That's a net one. Okay. Does not
Is-
manage.
Sigrun quick
Sigrun will
confirms
never
herself.
hurt an ally.
Lucius, you managed to dodge out of the way as Sigrun seems to almost spin in a circle, not really understanding her own strength, as the axe doesn't seem to do anything.
Oh, and I'm enlarged from the ring, so it's extra awkward.
However, it does get 2 attacks per action, so here comes the
Yeah.
second. Oh no.
Oh,
Was that
no.
a
That was a
nat?
crit.
Oh, no.
That was a
Oh,
31. Does
You
a
need
31
my
hit your
help with-
AC, Lucius?
Yes, it hits.
Okay, well,
Do
good
you need
news.
help with the damage?
Nope,
that
I
you
got
roll?
it. It's just
Okay.
it's just using your slashing weapon because again, the lack for the
Oh,
wraiths is
okay.
unless they're the same class as you, their possession will not work.
Oh, okay, yeah, and he probably wouldn't be able to activate my radiant stuff
Nope.
for my subclass either.
So it
Nice.
just gets to do 12 points of damage to Lucius from holding the axe with 2 hands. You have
too deadly for my own good.
Payback.
yep, that is payback.
Karma.
But that is the end of its turn. It can't do anything else because it uses
It doesn't
possession.
make her rage or anything, does it?
No, it can't.
It doesn't understand those
Okay.
abilities.
Nope, you got a bard inside of you, Sigrun. So it's not the first time.
Hey, yo.
That
the,
makes that joke writes itself.
was so that's the one that went
Yep.
in.
So
in
your spell,
Charm Me?
the charms person has ended, Hawken. You are no longer
Yeah.
charmed.
You now see the barbarians instead. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
But Mion is up. What would you like Mion to do? As she has backed away. She is now standing next to Lucius and Sigrun, technically.
Or where they were, anyways.
Oh.
I'm gonna use the. Let me quickly review the sheet so I understand I'm actually what I'm doing, because I assume if I walk because I guess I'm spotted. I don't know. Because if I walk away from Sigrun, I assume there'll be an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
Yes. Unless you use bonus action disengage, that Rugs can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking about, because I'm wondering if I could just leave me on there and just rely on that armor class of 24.
I mean, up to you.
Yeah, I'm just not too keen on
You
being the
could-
reason why Mion's dead today.
You can move away and attempt to attack like someone's possessed, or the one wraith, like ranger wraith,
okay,
that
so yeah,
hasn't
so,
possessed people.
Mion is able to see the wraith that
Yes.
Hawk was shooting, correct?
She does, yeah. Mion does have dark vision through the goggles she wears.
Yes. So I will have Mion. You know what? I assume wraiths are immune to being charmed, correct?
You don't know.
Figures.
I believe that only affects humans.
Can you
Yeah,
frighten them though?
I mean, you're probably right. Because wraiths are considered undead and not humanoid.
What would you like to
So, I guess I'll throw the daggers from the bracers of the old one.
do? Okay. Alrighty, not a problem. So, for the daggers, did Cheston tell you how to roll?
Not for the daggers from the bracer. I know there's 2 daggers that get thrown out, but not the damage dice.
They disappear when they are thrown out. So because of the fact that I don't believe his dragon tooth dagger counts is part of it yet, if I remember correctly,
Just a normal
it'd just be
dagger?
his normal daggers. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so just the regular hit DC of +8 and the damage of a D4 +5?
Yep.
Alright, and do I need to roll for both daggers?
Yes.
Okay. Is it okay if I just roll it on my sheet, or are you going to roll it?
No, you can roll. Yeah, you can go ahead and roll it on your sheet. That's fine.
You wanna fuck me? So let's see if one of my regular dice don't
Because
wanna fuck me
it's
for the next roll.
+8, so it's a D20 +8.
Mhm.
I'll just roll 2 D20s.
Okay.
I got a nat 20 and a 7.
So 28 hits, and the 8 plus 7 is 15. That also
15.
hits.
Gotcha.
So in this
do I
case,
need to confirm one of them?
Since you did get a nat 20, yes, you do.
All right.
Please, Kurt, confirm one.
No, you're
That would
full to
be
think I'll
great.
get that kind of luck again.
Okay, nope, just double
No, that's a
damage.
12.
So I can roll up the damage for you, so it'll save you some
Yeah.
time.
Gotcha.
That is no sneak attack in this case, so that's 8. Because this creature can fully see you. And then I'll roll the next 2. That is another 6, and another 6. Okay. So 12 in total. Alright. As you watch as these daggers go flying into the wraith, stabbing into it, managing to actually hit it multiple times, the wraith suddenly disappears, completely vanishing as the ring drops. Temidar and Sigrun, both of you give me charisma saving throws. And you do
Okay.
yeah, there you go.
I'm rolling a real dice this
Nope.
time because
Gotta use your D&D
Oh.
Beyond dice. We have rules on that
Wait.
for a reason.
That's a 15.
Okay.
I can save with
I
that
have
because
to
they don't
roll
want
on
to
the
give me
D&D
very high.
Beyond?
No, you're fine as far as it goes, Maya.
Oh, okay. I got a 19 minus 1, so 18. Actually, rolled decent.
Okay.
Fucking
So,
so
yeah,
nice.
you both suddenly find yourselves no longer possessed as the creatures seem to dissipate. They were at a disadvantage for the saving throw. And they both vanish into the air as you watch as they kind of blow out of your mouth. Temidar, you still are suddenly finding yourself swimming in a...
I am immediately going to use stepping in the wind and activate my wings and fly the fuck out.
Okay.
I
Is
was
that...
say, if not, I was going to help them.
It's a bonus action. It's
Oh,
I
no,
just spend a
it's
key
not-
point
Not what I was
to step
asking.
in the wing.
I was checking something from your setup. Okay, yeah. No, I'm not familiar as much with monk ability, so that's why I was curious.
Yep, it's
okay.
wings unfurled, so I get flying speed equals my movement speed.
So as you
And
come
since I have to use
flying
stepping in
out,
the wind, I have 110 movement right now.
you will still take the 2d10 worth of damage as you're going out, which is
Alright.
16 points of poison damage.
Oh.
But you come out and you find yourself. You kind of slightly bump your head into the vegetation as you fly. Kind of come flying out in a rush, landing onto the ground. You all are standing there out of initiative. As you see,
Because of the thing, yeah.
all but Lucius see a Death Knight walking down the hallway towards you. And that is where we're ending today's session. Thank you all for watching. We will see you guys next time.
Shoving that